This third video is going to be looking at the Google Course Kit as a submission type within Blend. This third way of using Google within Blend has some similarities to the other two tools and significant differences as well. So let's look at how we use the Google Course Kit. Just like the Cloud Assignment tool, we are going to use the Blend assignments in order to create a submission type that we will use for the Google Course Kit. So I'll create an assignment and edit it. And just like the other assignment, I'm going to use this details panel, this stimulus box, to go ahead and create some information for my students. Now, I have to make sure that the point value I give here is the same as the point value I use in Course Kit. So we will see that here in just a minute. The submission type, it's going to be the external tool as well. And when I click Find and search for Google, this time I'm going to use the Google Course Kit assignment. First thing we will see here is the Welcome to Assignments. This idea is built into Course Kit. We will see this every time we open up a Course Kit assignment. The nice thing about this is that it is confirming that we are using the right Google ID. So this is my district Google ID. So once I've confirmed that, I will click Create the Assignment. The first thing we're going to see here now, it wants us to create some assignment details. So these are the points. I have to make sure they are the same as the ones that I just typed in Blend. I do have to put in a due date. The time I don't have to do, but at this point, this says whatever files I'm going to attach, the students are going to get those. They're going to get their own copies of those. So I'm going to go ahead and click Attach. And the nice thing that I have at this point is I have access to my Google Drive. I can upload a file, or even my shared drives, what used to be Google Team drives. So now I have access to all of those, and I can go out and find this exact file that I needed. So now I've selected that file, and that's the one I want to give to my students. I still see the attach. So I could give my students several files at this point if I wanted to. When I hit Create, Google Course Kit is now creating a copy of those files for those students. Like before, I do want to go ahead and click Load this in a new tab. So at this point, I have created a connection to a document in Google Course Kit. When students open up this assignment, Google Course Kit will automatically start creating that document for them. So now what will the student see? When the student selects Load the Course Kit demo, Google Course Kit right now is going into the student's Google Drive. If there is not a Course Kit folder, it will create the folder, and inside of that folder, it will create a folder for my course, my teacher's course, and then it will start creating the copies of the documents that I had in the assignment. Notice now it has the student's name at the front of that document. The student will be able to click here and open up the document or go into their Google Drive and work on it. When they are done and they're ready to submit their work, they can add more files. If they wanted to, they could create a new document, sheet, or slide straight from here. And the Submit button at this time now adjusts the shared permissions for these Google documents that are being turned in. It will make the teacher or teachers in the Blend course all owners of the document, and it removes ownership from the student. So the student should not be able to be editing that document anymore until the teacher returns the document to the student. Students can unsubmit if they need to work on it again, but when they submit it again, the submission time will be recorded. So now as the teacher, I know my student has turned in the work. I come back to my assignment. If I were to click SpeedGrader, it's going to tell me that there is not a submission. At this point, Google Course Kit is not sending the assignment back to SpeedGrader. Instead, it is sending it back to the Course Kit. So I'm going to click back in my teacher's view of the assignment. I'm going to open up Course Kit. And now what I will see is a list of my students in the course. I have one submission. I can select a student. I can view her submission. I can leave comments. There is a comment bank where if there's a comment I reuse over and over, I could save that in the bank. I can eventually give her the grade that I want to give her with some feedback, and then return this assignment to the student. When I return this assignment to the student, they will get their editing rights back. They will then become owner one more time of their own document. I can hit the back button and go back to this assignments view in Course Kit. I can see some of the information that I had for due dates. I would see all of my students. At this point, there is one very large drawback. If I am a teacher that teaches multiple periods of students, the students are not divided, or they're not categorized by section or by blend section. So if I'm teaching 8 sections of students in high school and I have 280 kids, they will all be in one group. So that is a significant downside to Google Course Kit.